Hello guys, my name is Maipal Singh. I am back here again with my new video. So we were discussing the important hats in right to freedom. So one we had already discussed in the previous video. So in this video we will be discussing freedom of assembly, article 19(1)(b) and 3. You should remember this article 19(1)(b) because this is important article, and in examination if you write the article then you get more marks. So article 19(1)(b) guarantees right to assemble peaceably and without arms. So it means that the assembly should be peaceably, and it means peacefully and without arms. So guarantees right subject to three limitations. There are three limitations which freedom of assembly gives. These are: first, must be peaceable; second, must be an unarmed; third, state may impose reasonable restrictions in public interest, sovereignty and integrity of India. These three are important points. You can write in your own words in the extension version in briefly. So it is very important in three important points. Section 141 of the IPC, this I had mentioned because this should be mentioned whenever the freedom of assembly is come. So what does section 141 of the IPC says? Gathering of 5 or more people became an unlawful assembly in the interest of public order. So guys, these all you should remember before writing or learning the freedom of assembly. I hope you all understand the freedom of assembly. So let's move to the another topic. Freedom to form association, article 19(1)(c) and 19(4). So this is also an important article. So I had summarized into 3 points. You should remember these 3 points. First, all citizens shall have the freedom to form association or union. It means that all citizens should have freedom to form association, union and groups. So second, state impose reasonable restriction, interest of sovereignty and integrity of India. So we had seen in the previous two also there are some restriction by the state. So in this also one restriction is there. That restriction is in the interest of sovereignty and integrity of India. It's very easy to remember these 2 points. And the third, I had mentioned one case. This case is in one of the case, municipal teacher not to join unions over other than officially approved by it, challenged and violated these articles, struck down by Madras High Court. So guys, it's very easy to remember these 3 points, and if you write these 3 points in the extension, you may score more marks in exam. Freedom to move freely throughout India, article 19(1) and 5. So there are 3 important points you should remember in this. First, necessary for the liberty of the individual. Second, India is one, and any internal barrier in the country will deploy a citizen of his right to move as he pleases in any part of India. It means that if you want to go in another state, you can without any restriction by any person. So it is your right. So in the previous 2 we had seen there are some restriction by the state. So in this also there are some restriction. What are these restrictions? These restrictions, the state impose reasonable restriction in the interest of general public and for the protection of scheduled tribe. So you had seen these 3 important points. So I had mentioned one important case. What is this case? This case is Gopalan versus State of Madras. Right to move Article 19(1)(d) relates not to the general right to locomotion but to the particular right to move from one place to another in the territory of India without discriminatory barriers. So it's very easy to learn these all point, and you can write in your extended version in briefly. So let's discuss another topic in another video. So there are 3 important subhead in right to freedom. We will be discussing in another video. So I want all of you to subscribe my channel, and thank you for watching my video.